Okay, so once you've got your Kerdi-board up, you're going to need some Kerdi-Band, which is this here. It comes in rolls of different lengths, and this one's 5 inches. It also comes in 10 inches wide, but this is what you normally use on for corners and seams. And when you put this on, you need to get a 2-inch overlap over on both sides of the seam or the corner or whatever. And then they also make the inside corners. I got a bunch of them here, but it's just basically inside corners. And those, obviously, for inside corners, they have it. Outside corners, I don't have any of those left. They have the valve seal, and they've got pipe seals, and a bunch of other stuff as well. And then there's the Kerdi membrane. And this is what's left over from a roll of Kerdi membrane. And the Kerdi-Band is thinner than the Kerdi membrane, so that you don't get such a big buildup. So anyway, this is what you're going to need for to make everything waterproof at the seams and we'll do that next. Okay, so I'm going to use a 5-inch Kerdi-Band in all the corners and all the seams to make everything watertight. And you apply this with an unmodified thin set or an uncoupling membrane mortar, which means there's no latex in the or polymers in the thin set. It's just unmodified. Basically Portland cement and sand, and it needs to be a good quality. Don't buy a cheap quality. I usually use Tech uncoupling membrane mortar. Dietrich said is good. There's several that you want to get, but if you're buying a $5 bag of thin set, then don't expect it to work very well. You want to get a premium, unmodified thin set mortar for to use with Schluter products. And use the Schluter trowel, the Kerdi trowel. It's a small tooth trowel. I got a picture of it, I'll show you later. And you apply the thin set to the corners on both sides, and then you embed the Kerdi-Band and smooth it off with a flat trowel or a putty knife or whatever you've got to flatten it out and press it into the mortar. And you need to get a 2-inch overlap on the corners and seams, and that's required by Schluter to be absolutely certain that you'll have a watertight seal. This is the Kerdi trowel. It's basically a 1/8-inch square notch trowel for spreading your thin set to embed the Kerdi-Band membrane. Okay, so once you've got your thin set spread, you apply your Kerdi-Band so that you have your 2-inch overlap. Press it into the thin set, and then, as I said, smooth it off with a putty knife, your trowel, whatever. You just want to make sure that you embed it really well, and you try and smooth it off so that you don't have any bubbles or you don't have any excess thin set under it, and get it as smooth as you possibly can. You can use drywall taping knives. You can use your trowel. The important thing is to get it embedded in the thin set and to get it as smooth as you possibly can. Okay, so this is the valve seal, and the way you put this on is the same as you would the Kerdi-Band. So you apply your thin set with your Kerdi trowel, you press the seal into place, and then you smooth off with a flat trowel or a putty knife or whatever you've got, and smooth it off and get all the excess thin set out from underneath. And you just want to make sure that you don't leave any buildup underneath, and you don't leave any lumps. You want to keep it as flat as possible. So this goes on like this, and the pipe seal also goes on the same way. And this valve was a little bit lower, so they had to change it. So I cut out the cutting board and then patched it back in with some Kerdi Fix, which is a sealant made for Kerdi board. And I'll show you that a little bit later on. So you do seams and outside corners the same way. The most important thing is that you get a 2-inch overlap, and you get a good seal. And I like to usually just pre-cut all my lengths so that I don't have to keep on switching out tools, and I try and put them in a place where they're going to be easy to remember where they go and convenient to get. So you don't have to do that. You can cut as you go along, but I just like to have everything cut and ready to go. And once again, just unmodified thin set with the 1/8-inch square notch Kerdi trowel. Put the Kerdi-Band over it, and then just smooth it off with a putty knife. The reason you use the Kerdi-Band is because it's thinner than the Kerdi membrane that you can buy, the sheet membrane. You can, if you're in a pinch, you can use that. There's no reason why you can't. It's just that it's a little bit thicker, so you get a little more build-up with that membrane. So if you have to use it, you can, but the Kerdi-Band just works a little bit better because of it's thinner than the Kerdi-Band and the Kerdi membrane. Okay, so here I have a few corners, and like I said, they have inside and outside corners, and in this case I'm actually going to be using a combination of inside and outside corners. You can make your own corner if you don't have them, or you ran out, or you couldn't, whatever. You can make your own corners with some Kerdi membrane, or the Kerdi-Band. But anyway, so once again, just use your trowel, put some thin set on with the trowel, embed your corner and then smooth it off. And here also, key thing about this is also 2-inch overlap. So you just got to remember 2-inch overlap anytime you join two sheets together, or you're going over with the Kerdi-Band, or if you got Kerdi membrane and you're putting a couple of different sheets together, you always have to get a 2-inch overlap to make sure everything is watertight. And I'm also going to put the Kerdi-Band on the floor, because this is a handicap bathroom. So this entire bathroom is all going to be completely watertight and water sealed, and it's going to have a 72-inch linear drain. But so at the floor where the Kerdi board meets the floor, there's also going to be the Kerdi-Band in those corners as well, to seal the junction of the Kerdi board to the floor. And on the floor I'll be using some Ditra, and I'll have some Kerdi membrane for the mud that I'm going to be building for the slope to the drain. But basically this part is just to explain how to use Kerdi-Band on the Kerdi board. If you were using, now I use Kerdi board, but if you use the Kerdi membrane, same rule applies, 2-inch overlap. You would apply your membrane with the same, if you're going to use a sheet membrane, you would over Durock or sheetrock or whatever it is that you got on the wall, always the same tools, Kerdi trowel, unmodified thin set, and 2-inch overlap. Okay, so corners and seams are all done, and now you have to go over the washes. And the way I do that is I cut pieces of 5-inch squares of Kerdi-Band and apply some thin set over all the washes, and then embed the piece of Kerdi-Band. Now when you put these screw these washers in, I mentioned it in the other video, you need to make sure that when you screw these in, that you let the washer indent a little bit into the Kerdi board so that it doesn't stick above the surface of the Kerdi board. So just the same way, unmodified thin set, piece of Kerdi-Band, and smooth it off with the trowel putty knife. Okay, so like I said before, the same process to seal the wall floor junction. I won't be doing it in this video because I still have some work to do on the floor. I need to install a slope for to the linear drain, which is this here, and so once I get this finished, I'll also do the 2-inch overlap all around this as well.